Oh, Sally Rooney. Haven't heard that name in a long, long time. First of all, I was skeptic about going into any Sally Rooney novel, and it's not because I thought the books were bad or because I did not like the reviews I saw. No, it wasn't because of that. It was because of the emotional distraught I saw everybody who reviewed it wasn't. So I said, you know what? Let's forget it. Let's not do it. But what did I do last year? I read Normal People. And was I a normal person after reading that? No, I was not. So whenever it was announced that, oh my God, Sally Rooney's coming out with a new novel, I tried to use the power of my old Bookstagram account and my old booktube account.
I even created memes.
Did it work? No, I did not. No advance reader copy for me. But you know what? That's fine. Because you want to know what I did? I got the Kindle version. I got this paperback version. And finally, I got this version as well. Do I need all those copies? No, I do not. Do I enjoy those copies? Oh, forgot to mention. I got the audiobook too. I got that too. And do I need it all? No, I do not. Do I enjoy it? Do I take pride that I even have a signed copy? Oh yes, sir, I do. It's my pride and joy. I haven't even opened it. Just the front page to see that the signature is there. So let us go into the review. First of all, characters. I, as a lover of literary fiction and an English major, I want to say that I love literary fiction. Books that are wordy and long and fill you with a sense of yearning. Those are my cup of tea. And speaking of cup of teas, look at my cup of tea. It's from a white elephant party where I stole this one without remorse. We'll leave that for next time. I enjoy these books. I love these books. I love that they break me and then I have to rebuild myself with another book that just it goes and does the same thing. First of all, let's go over character analysis. I adore Sally Rooney, and it may be an exaggeration for many because most people that I've seen online do not enjoy wordy, long length of novels, which is pretty weird if you ask me, my guy, because it's a book with words, and words can be long. Characters need to be developed, which brings me to my point. Sally Rooney develops characters so good that I feel like I know them. I feel like I can just pick up my phone, give one of them a call, and they'll be here. Or maybe not be here. Maybe they'll have me blocked, you know. Ivan specifically, they'll probably have me blocked. I am in awe when authors are able to create characters that are so fully fleshed that you can see their thoughts, you can see their actions, and they are not just written as nilly-willy, there's no reason behind any of this. It gives them a human complexity because Rooney explains why they're doing what they're doing. She explains their thought process, so you're able to grasp onto that and fully understand their actions, unlike other books that really don't have any development. I've read so many books that feel so rushed that you ask yourself, where does it even come from? How did the character that was shown at the beginning of the book with no character development draw that conclusion at the end of the day? The women in this book are so beautifully written. I have seen so much criticism from other people that have mentioned that you don't get a character development from them. You don't look into their head to see what's going on. Mostly you just get Peter and Ivan's point of view. But what I enjoy is that you really don't need it, because they are so secure in themselves. I know Sylvia, for instance, she admits later on to Peter that the only reason she really enacted that moment with Peter was because she was jealous of Naomi and she wanted to destroy that relationship, which that is so beautifully written. That is so human-like that honestly I feel like I'm watching somebody's day-to-day life through Rooney. And also the lack of more point of view of the other women in the book, and just it being filled with Peter and Ivan shows that miscommunication is such a part of this novel. So much miscommunication in this novel made me want to sob, but I was here for it because I enjoy it. I enjoy how you feel your stomach drop because, hey, why are you doing this? You should be doing this instead. And it makes you invested in the book. And that's what being a great writer is about. It's about developing your characters, seeing character change. Would Peter and Ivan at the beginning of the book have that last meeting at the end of the book? No. And how was that possible? Through character development. So please, if you don't enjoy long books with character development, don't engage with this one because you'll be strongly disappointed, which is something that I enjoy. I really enjoyed how Rooney, she doesn't even use quotation marks over the dialogue, and I am not used to that. I have read in Spanish, and that is something different too because they don't use quotation marks either. And I really enjoy how she does it because it makes you dive deep into the novel. Which I know some may argue that if you're reading a book, you really shouldn't work for it. But I think that's where we defer. I enjoy working for a book. Maybe that's just me and my love for literature, but I enjoy working to understand a book. I enjoy writing analysis about books. That's what I enjoy. Now, onto story development. I am not one for open ending. I am not. That's one of the criticisms I have for Rooney. Not really a criticism, because when have you ever read a book that doesn't have an open ending? As the older you grow, the more you realize that nothing is permanent and things are bound to change. Even if it's not written at the end of the novel, it's bound to change. And that's what I love about Rooney, that it's so realistic. How would you think that would end in the real world? It would be as open as the ending was, which I really enjoyed. Let me read you a few sentences from the end of the book. It doesn't always work, but I do my best. See what happens. Go on in any case, living. Oh, beautiful! Because what do we do every day? We live. I love especially the way she writes grief. And as somebody that has gone through grief, and has seen how everybody grieves differently, it's a beauty to see it written down. And to be honest, there were many times where I wanted to sob. I honestly wanted to sob because the emotions are so raw. They're so raw. And you feel it in your core, especially if you relate to the events of this book in some way, somehow. You're able to make that connection, and that is what makes a great writer. I believe Rooney is going to be one of those classic literatures in the future. She's going to be up there with the Jane Austens. There's going to be a class dedicated to her novels alone. Trust me, I took a Jane Austen course once in a lifetime. A great course. That's what's going to happen with Sally Rooney. She's going to have her own literature studies. She's going to grow bigger and bigger than she already is. Honestly, love this novel. I can't wait for another novel. So if you enjoy literary fiction, stick around. I may read one or twice in the year. I'll post about it though. So follow me on TikTok if by this point that you're watching this video is not taken away. I'll be there, and follow me on Instagram. If not, then just check out my next video. Love you guys. Bye-bye.